Queen Mary 2 VTS, that's all copied. Thank you. The Dornbush, as you can see, up and swinging ground, outward bound. Britannia not singled up at this time, and the Arcadia also not singled up, so clear to proceed when ready. Yep, ready.
Ahoy, shipmate! Oh, yeah. I think the old voice is working. Only taken, what, I don't know, 3 months? 3 months of gargling with lots of rum. I take my medicine very, very carefully. 3 ships departing today, shipmates. Queen Mary 2, Britannia and Arcadia. They've all radioed in. They all said they will be leaving approximately on time. Although, I don't know if you heard on the radio there, Queen Mary 2 is radioed in. And I think she's going to go first, which will be quite pleasant because, with any luck, she might give us lots of honking. She might stimulate the other ships to get going. We're just waiting for a small container ship. I don't know if you can see it in the distance there behind the, or rather in front of the HMM Rotterdam. It is the something or other, the Dornbush. Where's the Dornbush off to? She's off to somewhere. Yeah, she is off to, I don't know where she's off to. Somewhere small that I'm not familiar with. Yeah, so 3 ships departed today, though all radioed in. Let's have a quick look at the weather. I think it's quite warm out there. Yes, we've got temperatures of 18 centigrade, almost 19 centigrade. Reasonably good visibility, 33 nautical miles. It is a bit blowy still. The last couple of days has been quite blowy. The wind is coming from the south-southwest direction, so hopefully as Queen Mary 2 passes us, she'll blow the horn and we should be able to pick it up on the outside microphone. 81% humidity. It does feel warmer than it is. So we've got the 3 ships here. We've got the Britannia. She is at the ocean terminal. Then we have the Arcadia. She's down there at the Queen Elizabeth II terminal. And then at the other end of the port, which we can't see, is the Queen Mary 2. She's off the edge of our screens. Currently, they're down in Mayflower Park building up the exhibition hall for Seaworks, which is a commercial boat show. Lots of tugs, police ribs, navigational equipment for big ships, lots of offshore platforms, all that sort of thing. It's quite good, and it's actually free as well. So I should be going along there again. I did go last year. I don't remember if I made a video of it. I think I might have done.
Southampton VTS from Curious.
Curious VTS.
Good afternoon. That's us finished with Santa Rossa. Just going to stand by on 203 for the Key Express.
Curious VTS. That's all copied and clear to proceed. Thank you.
As we can see on the map, we've got Arcadia.
Britannia VTS. She's
reversing around the corner. Britannia will come straight out, and Queen Mary 2. I don't know where she's going. She might go to the upper swing ground. Oh, yes, good point. I hadn't noticed which way she was pointing. Yep, she's more than likely to go to the upper swing ground and spin round. So could get quite busy shortly.
Lake Corral VTS, good afternoon to you. And just confirm, so your pilot boarding time is 1815 to the east of the nav tower, pilot boarding station Bravo. Maintain a good listening watch now, please. Channels 12 for VTS traffic, 09 for Southampton pilots, and the pilot launch will call you with instructions on channel 09.
Got all 3 ships are going to the Norway to the Njords. I was going to say the Njords. No, they're Norway to the fields.
Britannia, VTS.
VTS, Britannia.
Britannia VTS, afternoon again, update for you. The Dornbush just passing 105 now, outward bound. That's the Queen Mary 2 just getting underway from 106 south.
That's copied. We'll probably hold till the container ship's passed.
Britannia VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Right, so there we go. Looks like I would think the Queen Mary 2 is heading to the
Britannia, Dornbush.
upper swing ground. That means Britannia left time to get out, and maybe Arcadia reverse around the corner at the same time.
Britannia, Dornbush.
Dornbush, Britannia. Yeah, hi, Simon.
Hi, Ed. Yeah, I'm going to stick up right tight on the red side.
That's copied. Cheers, Simon.
They're just negotiating their exit strategy from the port. It's a beautiful looking day. Started off a bit foggy. It was very foggy yesterday. Well, not very foggy, but it was foggy. There was definitely some sea fog over towards the Isle of Wight. That seems to have gone now. Now it's really quite clear.
Yes, Arcadia.
Ah, then we've got the Arcadian radio.
Arcadia VTS.
Yeah, I've got the figures for you. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready for figures.
Arcadia VTS, yeah, affirmative, good to go.
Passengers 1964, crew 863, and we're on station now.
Arcadia VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Passengers 1964, crew 863. For information, the Dornbush, she's just after 105 now, outward bound. Queen Mary 2, she's just let go from 106 and should be swinging in the upper swinging ground. Once the Dornbush is past the Britannia, she'll be let go from 46.
Right.
Arcadia VTS, so as far as your departure goes, if you could just wait until the Dornbush and the Britannia are cleared, and then you should be good to go.
Sorry, say that one again. Did you say get out before the Dornbush or after?
Arcadia VTS, if you could wait until the Dornbush and the Britannia have passed, and then you should be good to go.
We'll make departure time 1700 then, since we're not going to get away any time before that.
Yeah, that's all copied. Yeah, no problem. I'll pass that to the back desk.
Yeah, when you say no problem, obviously we don't mean that.
Yeah.
Dear.
PTS by Jet 7, just pass high flight just continuous speed.
Someone's not a happy cruise ship.
Red Jet 7 VTS, that's all copied. Clear to proceed with caution. The Dornbush just running down to Pier Head, outward bound.
Copy, thank you.
But as I was saying, all three of them are off to the fields, off to Norway, various different cruises. So Arcadia's called in. She has 1,964 passengers on board, maximum occupancy of 2,100 double occupancy. So she's a pretty full ship with a crew of 863, which is 3 off the maximum, according to my records. I think it sounds to me like Arcadia was angling to go first, seeing that she's right down there out of the way, but it looks like Britannia's called in first, and even Queen Mary 2 is also called in, so I don't know why they scheduled all the ships to leave at 4:30.
the Santa Rosa.
And Rosa VTS.
There we are then, all fast, Starboard Site 2, SCT 34. Thank you very much for your help, closing this one down.
Santa Rosa VTS, that's all copy. Thank you. Very good afternoon to you.
Yeah, I think just good.
VTS, Stargate, that's us finishing Santa Rosa, going to part 203.
Okay, VTS, all copy. Thank you.
There we go. We have the Queen Mary 2 has lifted off as well, so I would think she's going to the upper swing ground here. That's what I would imagine. She's very fond of the upper swing grounds, Queen Mary 2. Yeah, they're all off to the fields, all off to Norway, various different lengths of cruises. Which one should we cover first? I'm not sure which one we cover first. It looks like Queen Mary 2 is moving first. Let's go over Queen Mary 2. Haven't had any numbers yet, or if they gave the numbers, I couldn't hear on the radio. Sometimes I can hear the Queen Mary 2's radio. Sometimes I can't. I'm not entirely sure why. But Queen Mary 2, she's off for a 7-day round trip to Norwegian fields, calling in at Bergen in Norway, Halsund in Norway,
Britannia VTS.
and then Oldernesnes, Norway.
VTS, Britannia.
Britannia VTS, evening again. A question for you. Once the Dornbush has passed the Arcadia, are you happy for Arcadia to let go back down and swing south of Dockhead over?
Maybe Arcadia will be going before Britannia then.
Britannia, BTS.
BTS Britannia, yeah, everything's tested and ready here. We're just about to start singling up, and we'll follow the Dornbush straight out. But
Britannia, BTS, that's all copied, so you prefer the Arcadia to hold on berth. Is that correct?
I'll do whatever the instruction is. Obviously, that the master would prefer to go.
Yes, the captains don't like leaving late. I think it's...
Britannia, BTS, that's all copied. Just stand by, stand by.
That's the trouble. You've got 4 ships leaving at the same time. Normally, though, one or two of them will have a delay, and so they don't leave quite as early as you would think.
Hello, BTS, yeah, stand by, sir, stand by.
BTS, Dornbush, Pierhead.
Dornbush, BTS, all copied, thank you.
Red funnels big on the horns. I think that's because there's a... looks to me like there might be a sailing boat right in the middle of the 2 ships closing in on each other. And we've got the Queen Mary 2 just creeping onto the edge of our picture up here. Still got all the lines attached to Britannia. Yes, normally when we have all the ships leaving at the same time, one of them gets delayed. So they seem to be all on the top of it today. There, so Queen Mary 2, I think I was just saying, she's off to Bergen in Norway, Ålesund in Norway, and then Aldersness in Norway. Back onto Britannia again.
BTS Britannia, go ahead.
Britannia, BTS, yeah, apologies for the delay. Clear for you to proceed following the Dornbush.
Clear to proceed. Thank you very much. We'll follow the Dornbush up and singling up now.
All copied.
Right, so there we go. So I think we've got the order. So the Queen Mary 2, she's heading off to the upper swing ground where the HMM Rotterdam is. Then I think the Britannia is then going to follow the container ship Dornbush out. And then after that, Arcadia will leave. So the one that's nearest to the exit will be last to leave. All right, I think I've been neglecting the chat. Rather carried away. It's all a bit busy. Oh, there we go. Here's some lines coming down. Oh, gosh, she really was ready to go, Britannia, wasn't she?
Wait, yes. Good evening, Red Osprey.
Well, shipmate Deborah Speller, hoy there, Wayno, says, hoy, shout outs, crewmates to his mum and dad on Britannia for the field as well. Hoy there, Wayno's mum and dad. Hoy there, Hades. Hoy there, MV Arcadia.
Wait, yes. Good evening, Red Osprey.
Hoy there, Mrs. AEO.
Arrow, VTS, that's all copied. Just confirm crew and passenger figures again and spoken over.
Hoy there, Land Rover 1965. Hoy there, Rab Nesbitt.
Arrow, VTS, that's all received, sir. Thank you. I've got no outbound traffic to affect you at this time.
Hoy there, shipmate Josh Gretrax. He says, oh, building for the boat show. No, it's
Red Osprey, VTS.
It's actually for Seaworks.
Yes, Red Osprey. Just to inform, maybe in an hour's time we'd be ready for sea trials. At the moment, we'll be just keep starting the engines and keep alongside.
Ooh.
Red Osprey, VTS, that's all copied, sir. Thank you.
Red Osprey back in action. Red Osprey's been out of action for quite a long time. She's been waiting for engine parts. Red Funnel's only been running a 2-ferry service, which is their winter timetable, for the last couple of weeks. They should have been on the summer timetable, and it has caused them a little bit of a problem, a little bit of pressure down there for the shipmates down there running the Red Funnel terminal. But that's good. That sounds like Red Osprey will be back in action. That'll be much the relief of many holidaymakers. Ahoy there, shipmate CS28. It says, oh, how long to the banner? Tell you what, I'll do the banner now. What are we looking at? Only 15 minutes into the broadcast, and you have my banner. Ahoy there, shipmates. In case you're wondering, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting to you live and direct from the port of Southampton. We have a 3-departure day today, with the Queen Mary 2, the Britannia, and the Arcadia all departing at the same time. As soon as the container ship, the Dornbush, and the Red Funnel ferry have gone past, the Britannia here will finish letting her lines go. In the meantime, the Queen Mary 2 is heading to the upper swing ground by the container ship HMM Rotterdam. And then lastly, once they've all passed by, poor old Arcadia will have to reverse round the corner, a bit of right hand down. Well, there, Finchon says, nice weather in Southampton. Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's a bit blowy, but it's quite warm. It's warm and humid. It is somewhere in the region of 19°C, but it's 82% humidity, so it's quite pleasant. But it's a bit blowy, so depending on where you're sitting, it can or cannot be uncomfortable. I was sat with a couple of shipmates outside the Dancing Man yesterday, and they are on Britannia. Ship's mate Gillian, Andrew and Linda, they're heading off to the fields. They were kind enough to buy the captain a pint down at the Dancing Man. Muchly appreciated. And we had a good old chat. And they're off on Britannia today. I think it's only their second cruise. But my point being, as we were sat outside of Dancing Man, 1 minute I had my jacket on, next minute I had my jacket off, and then put my jacket back on again. It was that sort of weather. Springy type weather. Well, the shipmate Robert Lunds has just joined what's going on in the park.
Starboard.
He's talking about the construction there. That's for Seaworks, which is a commercial boat show. That's Queen Mary 2 in the distance, heading to the upper swing ground. Next away, I think, will be Britannia. She's only got a couple of lines left, so she's almost ready to go. And it will be quite a relief.
With starboard, yes, that's all copy, thank you. Currently on the gauge of cow shot is 4.35. Traffic information, we've got the Dornbush currently at dockhead, outward bound. Should be followed by the cruise ship Britannia.
Yes, it'd be quite a relief to see Red Osprey going. She's on the radio earlier saying she's doing some engine tests, because currently I'm using cruise cam here, but it's quite nice to use one of the other cameras, and I can't see the front of Arcadia because we've got Red Osprey in the way. But that'll be good. She's going, so I'm sure Red Funnel need Red Osprey out the way more than I do. Oh, there, Elizabeth G. There's the Dornbush container ship. There's the Red Osprey down there. I've lost my mouse. Well, I think I've caught up with the chat on my just like, oh, there Dizzy C. Oh, there's Steve Mack. Right, I think I've got everyone covered. If I've missed anyone, apologies, it's all sort of flying past. Presuming that was from Britannia. Seems like a delicate little blast of the old horn. I'm hoping as Britannia will go past Arcadia, they're both being P&O ships, there might well be additional honking. Well, the shipmate Pete Warner says that this time last week I was in 30 degrees.
Britannia breaking away from 46 now.
30 degrees heat in the Cadiz.
Britannia, BTS 42, thank you.
Right, so I've got Britannia going away first. That's Queen Mary 2 at the other end. Annoyingly, the exhibition hall for Seaworks is going to be slightly in the way there. Looks like she's taking a spin, anti-clockwise spin this time. There's Red Osprey and the bow of Arcadia. She's having to wait till the end. And that is our Britannia there. Britannia, she's off to the fields as well. Except all three ships are off to the fields for slightly different destinations. But Britannia, she's off to Stavanger in Norway. Then she's calling in Olden in Norway, Skjolden in Norway, and then Haugesund in Norway, and then back to the border of Southampton. That's a 7-day Scandinavian round trip. Then Arcadia, she's actually doing something slightly different. She's off on a 12-day Norwegian fjord round trip. So she's calling it Haugesund, Ålesund, Kristiansand, Andelsen, Olden, Skjolden, and then lastly Stavanger. All these ports are in Norway.
Red Eagle, BTS, that's all copy, thank you. The Dornbush Western Shelf outward bound. She's followed by the Britannia underway now from 46. The Arcadia will be getting underway from 38 9 berth, and the Queen Mary 2 just swinging in the upper swinging ground.
That is the Queen Mary 2 in the upper swinging ground. I've already spotted what looks like to me to be a flag. Let's see who's this. Which shipmate's flying a flag? Ooh, definite flag. I'm struggling slightly to see what it is. The wind keeps blowing it. Usually it's a little touch windy in port at the moment, making viewing the flag slightly tricky. It's a yellow with... don't know. Is it a rose? Don't think it's a rose. Not sure I can work out quite what that is. Any shipmates in the chat recognise that flag? Let me know. I'm not sure if it's a county flag. Is it a tree? Is it no, it's not the Isle of Man. Interesting. It's quite interesting when they're very small on my screen and you can't really see what the flag is. Oh, I'm getting a better view of it now. No, now it's blown upside down again. Queen Mary 2, she's turning at the end of the port. She's a big ship, Queen Mary 2, but not as big as that container ship. Queen Mary 2 is 345 metres long. The HMM Rotterdam's 400 metres long. Shipmate Charlie reckons it's the Somerset flag. It's a Dragon Griffin. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can... I can't really see it very well. Lots of you shipmates I know watch on your TVs and got a nice big screen. On my computer, it's about the size of a paperback book, so it's actually quite tricky to see sometimes. Let's see if I can. Maybe if I zoom in a bit more, let's see if that'll be more effective. I should have done that in the first place. I can see it now. Yes, I can just about see that now. That makes sense. Well, excellent, shipmates. I think that's the first time for a Somerset flag, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that was an easy spot, eventually. Let's see if shipmates out on their balconies. Queen Mary 2, halfway through her turn, I would imagine. As Britannia heads out to the middle swing ground, won't need to swing. Shipmate Annie Ants, she's watching on her phone, no chance. Yeah, as you can, that's honestly, my screen is not a lot bigger than a phone. No, it is. Does make it rather challenging. I can see lots of shipmates up on deck. It's going to be a great sail away. I was talking to shipmates, the Gillian and Andrew, who were on board Britannia, and they were telling me last time they left the port of Southampton, it suddenly poured down with rain and was quite unpleasant. But they are hardy Yorkshire people. Apparently they stayed out there. See plenty of seagulls there in the distance, hunting down that bow chowder. Lots of people on board, all in their cabins and their balconies. Britannia. It's getting on for 10 years old. Built in 2015. She's 329 metres long. So she's smaller than Queen Mary 2. She has capacity for 3,647 passengers. I've not heard any numbers yet on the radio. Her sister ships are the Discovery Princess, the Enchanted Princess, the Majestic Princess, and one we had in port the other day, the Regal Princess, the Royal Princess, and the Sky Princess. In fact, I'm on the Sky Princess in a couple of weeks' time. It's a press day, or a travel agent, an agent's day, so we get to go on board, shown around the ship. I had a look at the itinerary. We have quite a few presentations, so they explain the Princess brand. And I've noticed that there's a breakfast drinks, bacon butties, and then there's pizza up on the top of the ship somewhere, which looks quite good. And then we have another tour of the ship. We look at some cabins, and then we head off home. Queen Mary 2's almost completed her swing.
To VTS. Challenger to VTS, receive, thank you for the call.
There she goes, heading off to the fjords. Three ships today heading off to the fjords. Yeah, absolutely. I would think virtually everyone seems to be outside. Very early in the day, isn't it? 4:30, so not really buffet time. Get outside, get some fresh air, get a bit of sun, and head on to that bar and treat yourself to a rum-based cocktail. Well, the shipmate, his lordship says, why do so many ships go to the fields? That's a good question, that is, shipmate. It's a very good question indeed. I'm not sure I can 100% say why they go to the fields, but I can think of some good reasons. Firstly, they're not that far away. So you can, normally it's a day's sailing, day at sea, and then you can be in the fields, which is good. Secondly, We were hoping... I was talking to shipmates yesterday. We were hoping that Britannia would leave first, so she's honking to Arcadia. Yeah, so why we go to the fields? So, like I say, firstly, they're quite close, not too far away, day at sea, and they are absolutely stunning from a boat. There's no other way to say it, really. It's very difficult to see the fields.
GTS.
Unless you're on a ship. Well, the shipmate Anna de Oliveira, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing and becoming a member.
Seahorse would like to
Get yourself down to the galley, grab yourself a mug of grog. Yeah, I do find it funny when you look at the map. When I look at my map here that shows you the positions of the ships. When you look at this map up in the fields, all the ships are inland, which is very entertaining. It's not normally what you see.
Seahorse, VTS.
The fields
VTS, Seahorse.
head a long way inland.
Are you casting off now?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay, Arcadia's just about to leave as well.
All understood.
So I think Arcadia is going to follow Britannia out because Queen Mary 2 is at the other end of the port. Also see that on Lettycam here that Arcadia is not as big as Britannia.
Queen Mary 2, VTS.
Queen Mary 2, copy the Arcadia, thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. Receiver, thank you.
Well, shipmate David Davenport says, you see, we've got a super Saturday tomorrow. Yep, 5 ships tomorrow. In fact, I think it's 5 ships every Saturday in May. I did try broadcasting from the farm last Saturday, but I didn't get to the farm until a bit too late, really. And then by the time I'd set up, it would have been very late. And so I decided not to bother. Traffic on the M3, M25, A12 were all to blame for that. There we go. There goes Britannia passing the dockhead. I think the next away will be P&O's Arcadia. A good bit of honking then. Hopefully Queen Mary 2 will oblige with some honking as well. Although she might have no one to honk at if the Arcadia slips lines quickly. Do you know what? I think Arcadia might be moving already. Or are my eyes deceiving me? No, I think she's not moving just yet.
VTS, Red Kestrel, shortly shifting from roll pier to 48 shutdown.
Kestrel, VTS, receive, and when is next service?
Back in tomorrow, 8:15 sailing.
The Seahorse south of Ocean Gate, back to Marshwood, Ocean Dock, sorry.
So Seahorse in for Ocean Dock.
Negative, south of the Ocean Dock, back to Marshwood.
Copied. All right, thank you.
Just having a look at the bow of Arcadia, and I think it looks like all lines are in. Can't see anything, so I suspect she'll be shortly moving as well. She was a little bit grumpy earlier about not going out before Britannia. Not quite sure what was going on there.
Seahorse, VTS.
Queen Mary 2 is still bearing down on us. Hopefully she'll give us a good honk of her horn. She's got some fantastic horns.
Britannia, Western Shelf now, outbound, main channels east.
Give us some numbers, Britannia, by any chance?
Britannia, VTS, good afternoon, receive, thank you.
Oh yeah, Arcadia's definitely on the move now. Look at that. See her moving away quite swiftly from the docks side. Primo 2 is barreling down towards us.
Roger 6 VGS Arcadia, underway from 389. Docket gauge 4.23, try to proceed if they're safe to do so.
Shipmate KD, can't wait to get on Britannia. Only 77 days to go. That's not too long at all, is it? When will that be? 77 days, it's a couple of months. Well, we're now almost towards the end of May, so June, July. But when in August? Yeah, it was surprising me how quickly the ships can manoeuvre sideways. Arcadia, she's 20 years old. So Britannia's 10 years old, Arcadia's 20 years old, built in 2005. We've had some passenger numbers. She's got 1,900, almost 2,000 passengers, and she's capable of 2,100 full double occupancy. So I imagine there might be a few single occupancies and so on. So basically a full ship. She's got a full complement of crew. It's 85,000 gross tons. And I last had a refurbishment last year or the year before. Arcadia's schedule is interspersed trips to the fjords, the old Mediterranean ship trip, and then back to the fjords until September, where she heads over for the Canadian Wonders. I wonder where she goes in Canada. So we have Arcadia heading towards us. Queen Mary 2, larger than life at Mayflower Park. I thought she was reversing around the dock head, but it's almost like she's coming to the middle swing ground. There's Red Kestrel, the bottom of the screen there. She's the freight-only ferry to the Isle of Wight. She's been putting in extra duties as the Red Osprey that's down there in the bottom left-hand corner of your picture. She's broken, although it sounds like they've fixed her. They've been waiting for an engine part to arrive from somewhere, whoever manufactures the engine. So there's Arcadia at the dock head. Well, the shipmate Chris Packet says his dad's on Britannia, heading to the fields.
VHS Britannia, you ready for the figures?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
Britannia VGS, yes, please.
Yeah, total 5148. Crew 1375. Packs 3773 plus myself.
Britannia VGS, all received.
There we go. So we have numbers for Britannia.
Hey, I have VGS, stand by, stand by.
Britannia has maximum passenger capacity of sort of 3,600 for double occupancy, and she's got 3,773. She's definitely got some multiple occupancy going on in some of those cabins. It's not half term, is it? That was last week, unless that Unless there's some other places having half term at different time. And what was the crew number? Crew was 1375, and that's 25 more than I've got as a maximum. So yes, absolutely full.
Brad Falcon, VTS, okay, thank you.
I've certainly noticed this time of year
With Star VTS.
that the ships are leaving port all very full indeed.
Star VTS traffic update outbound the Britannia. Approaching Lanes Lake Boy now. The Arcadia will be swinging south of Dockett very shortly. And the Queen Mary 2 is passing 101.
There we go. There she is, going to reverse around the corner, around the dockhead corner. So we'll see her here on Netley Cam. I wonder if we can see on Itching Cam yet. Oh, no, not yet.
VTS.
That's one thing you do notice with Queen Mary 2. She's a big ship.
CKV just received. May I have the deepest draft?
But what you really notice is the bow of Queen Mary 2 much higher, more proud than some of the other ships. A very high waistline. That's for transiting the Atlantic. Normally, round about now, Queen Mary 2 gives us some honks. I'm hoping she'll do the same today. Always a pleasure. Probably one of the loudest horns in port, Queen Mary 2. Quite the distinctive.
Thank you. And cancel that tag gauge.
Yeah, pretty much every time at about that spot she honks a horn. Very reliable, Queen Mary 2. We got Arcadia heading round. Reversing round the dockhead. Queen Mary 2 coming up on Town Quay. Queen Mary 2, I haven't had any numbers for Queen Mary 2, but I've not been picking her up on the radio very well, so there's a good chance that they've given numbers and I just haven't heard. Again, she's off to the fields. All the ships are off to the field today. She's just off for a 7-day trip to the fields, calling it Bergen in Norway, Ålesund in Norway, and Andelsnes in Norway. Her itinerary.
Yeah, ready, go Dornbush, green screen if that's what you're looking for.
Her itinerary is more mixed. She's off to New York after this, and then the transatlantic, more transatlantics, and then a little break to Rotterdam, and then transatlantics, and she's off to the States for Independence Day, and then back off to the fields after that. So she gets around a bit, but obviously, like compared to most cruise ships, transatlantic is what she does a lot of compared to the other ships we have here in port. There we go. We can see Arcadia backing round the corner. Well, the shipmate Lewis Currans is looking forward to visiting Oldham. Shipmate Liz Relief One says the loudest horn on Queen Mary 2 is brilliant. It certainly is. There's no mistaking Queen Mary 2's horn. Oh, and as Shipmate Michael White points out, it is the original horn off the Queen Mary. They transplanted the horn across. Got another Super Saturday tomorrow with 6 ships, although I have noticed the timings aren't so as good as they are today. It's going to be...
Queen Mary 2, V just...
So I can even... My antenna's barely a few hundred metres away.
Queen Mary 2, V just... sorry, sir.
Yeah, VTS Queen Mary 2, way past the pierhead now. I'll have the numbers if you want them.
All right, yeah, cool then.
Mary 2, V just, yes, please, sir.
Passengers 2565, crew 1264.
Queen Mary 2 VTS, that's received, thank you, sir.
I think I got the numbers right. He was a bit quick, the old pilot there. So it's 2,652 passengers on Queen Mary 2. How does that compare with maximum occupancy? Maximum occupancy is 2,726. So again, pretty much a full ship. 1642 crew. I must have misheard that because I don't think there's that many crew on board. That's way more crew than is normal for Queen Mary 2, if that's the case. Maybe someone else picked up the numbers in the chat. Oh, we've got someone flying a flag. Let's have a look. Let's get in there. Got some flaggage. Trouble is, it's always really difficult because the time of day the sun is shooting straight into the camera there, but there's definitely some flaggage going on. I'll have a look on the... Oops, I've lost my control cam. There we go. I'll have a look on the other camera when we come past. But we've got some flags flying. No chance in working out what they are. Canadian flag, Irish flag maybe. Yeah, that's a bit much for the captain to work out what that is. It's the problem this time of year because the sun is basically looking straight at the cameras. Really difficult to look at them. But we'll have a look again in a second when she comes round the other way. Because we can get a better view with the other camera. Excellent Blue Spanner Mark Cheese says, oh, it's 1642. Was I right? Oh, you're just copying my numbers. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure I heard the right numbers. Anyway, full is the general sentiment at the moment. So tomorrow we've got 5 cruise ships in, and if they're all full, which the cruise ships seem to be at the moment, that's a lot of people arriving into the port of Southampton. If I get a better view over here on this camera. Slowly does it, round the corner. Yeah, I'm struggling to see those flags. The wind is not being our friend today, is it? He's really spinning around there. Shipmate Cypher 1 It says, oh, it's giving us some information on the horns. Apparently Queen Mary 2 has 5 horns. Two on the foredeck, 1 on the main signal mast, and 2 on the funnel. You can stand right next to the ones on the foredeck. That'll be loud. There we go. Almost completed the spin. Takes quite a while, doesn't it, from the spin round? Shipmate Robert Fleming thinks 1261 for crew. Yeah, I think that's more what I was thinking, because it seemed like it was way too many crew.
Yes, ready.
I need to find a way of recording the audio so I can just play it back
Right,
quickly.
Eagle VTS, received. Arcadia halfway to swing, south of Docket, and Queen Mary 2 will follow her out, approaching him.
Yeah, they're both coming, thank you.
This is a shot that I quite like seeing. This is the Queen Mary 2 coming onto our screens. It's just the fantastic bow of Queen Mary 2 pointedly arriving. I think she's going a little bit slower. I think she's waiting for Arcadia to finish her spin, which she must be getting close. Oh, yeah, she's getting close. Oh, yeah, look at that. See Queen Mary in the background. You'd have thought perhaps she might have honked a horn. Surely that's the polite thing to do.
VTS, Roger 6, departing Town Quay for cows, please.
Roger 6 VTS, Queen Mary 2 there, approaching again. We'll follow the Arcadia out to south of Docket. If you need it, Docket is 4.03.
All copy, thank you.
Gimp Boy is one of my favourite names for one of the boys in port here. I think it's this one here. I think it's this one here, that red one in the bottom right corner of your screen. That's Gimp. I'm pretty sure that's Gimp Elbow. I'd have to check because it's quite deceiving with how the view from the camera looks different to where the boys are. Gimp Elbow marks the Gimp Bank, which apparently when Titanic first departed, she crashed into and was grounded slightly, so they had to tug her off. Yes, looks like Arcadia's finished her spin now. Wrong camera. Shipmate Raymond Boris says, if you get 3 ships leaving at the same time, who decides which one goes first? Normally, I think whoever's ready first. It seems to be the narrative these days. They're very rarely all ready at the same time. Hopefully I'll get a better view of those flags, because we're not looking into the sunlight with this camera. As she gets a bit further past, I'll see if I can see what those flags are at the stern. Let's see if we can see where these flags were. I suspect they've gone in, unfortunately. Oh, no, I think still there. Right, let's have a look. Should be able to see them on this camera. Okay, here we go. I can see something now. It looks like...
Station calling VTS.
I think that's the... Is that the Black Country flag? And I'm not sure what the other one is. Is it blue or green cross? I'm pretty sure the one with chains on is the Black Country flag, or as I...
seaborne, so...
Or as I seem to say, the Black County flag. And I'm not sure what the other one is. It's obviously quite windy up there, isn't it, on the side of Queen Mary 2? Well, we appreciate your efforts, shipmate. We definitely spotted you. If anyone recognises those flags. Shipmate Mason Stewart, I think they agrees with me, saying Black Country flag. What's the other one? Ah, is that Leicestershire? Is that the one with the blue and the green? I think that was Leicestershire, if that's blue and green. Oh, they're holding the flag up. Excellent. Well done, shipmates. Got two ships travelling very closely down Southampton water. There's actually quite a gap between them. You can see Arcadia is not on our picture here, and Queen Mary 2 is yet to arrive. But when you look on Netlycam, they look quite close together. Very distinctive stern of the Queen Mary 2.
Arcadia V just received, sir, and with star north channel inbound back into the Empress Aware.
Yeah, I think that was the Black Country flag. I'm not sure about the other one. I think it was Leicestershire, I think. If it's the flag I'm thinking of. Let's have a look. No, actually, I don't know what flag that was. What I was thinking of was actually round the other way. So I'm not sure what the other flag was. Unclear. I'm going to have a quick look at the map to see where Britannia is. Britannia's just past the Esso refinery. Well, I've enjoyed that one, shipmates. I could carry on following the ships as they head down Southampton water. And we'll be back tomorrow for 5 ships tomorrow. It's another 5-ship Super Saturday. The month of May is full of Super Saturdays. Starting at 4 o'clock with Sky Princess. Then followed by Ventura and Independence of the Seas at 5 o'clock. Iona at 5:30. And then probably have a bit of a galley break there, because the MSC Virtuosa doesn't depart until 8 o'clock. So that's Saturday. Sunday, there's 2 ships on Sunday. I'm not sure if I should be back in time on Sunday, so I'm not going to guarantee that I can do Sunday just as yet. Regal Princess on Monday. Emerald Princess and Oceana Vista on Tuesday. Then we have Queen Mary 2 back in on Friday next week with Britannia. And then next Saturday again, it's another Super Saturday. It's really busy in port at the moment. Really busy times. We got, no, see Queen Mary 2's only just creeping onto the side of our screens. Yeah, she's going quite slowly at the moment. I think she's waiting.
BTS, sea line.
I think she's waiting for a bit of space between her and Arcadia.
Sea line, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. We've got a hydraulic problem. No leaks or anything. It's electronics. We've got the gear back on board, thankfully. I'd like to go back to 29 for the night. Hopefully we'll cure it. But our sailing in the morning may be in jeopardy.
Sea line, VHS, that's received. There is no reported traffic from the engine, sir.
All quiet from the engine. Thank you.
Yeah, so Queen Mary 2 currently only at 2.9 knots. And Arcadia is at 8.7 knots. So yeah, so she's letting a bit of space between the two ships. I'm not sure they quite have the 2-second rules when it comes to cruise ships. Maybe it's the 2 nautical miles rule. Lovely day to be out on a sailing boat. So there we go, shipmates. So I think I shall bring this one to a conclusion. But back again tomorrow at 4 o'clock for the 5-ship Super Saturday. Just like to thank everyone for coming along to view the Ships TV. If you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. It does help the channel out massively. People keep telling me that they don't know about the channel and they're so glad they found it. It's not just me saying that. And if you have subscribed, many thanks. And to all my PayPal donors, Patreons, members of the channel, many thanks indeed. And of course, most of all to the Blue Spanner crew, helping me not only in this chat of this live stream, but all the other live streams. So until next time, shipmates.
BTS, Queen Mary 2, Western Shelf.
Roger 6 and Wichita, there's VHS, copy all that.
Southampton VTS with Challenger.
With Challenger VTS, stand by please, stand by. With Challenger VTS.
VTS with Challenger. Be shortly ready to departure from 40 berth to SO number 6. Maximum draft 5 meters, 8 person on board. PEC 1174.
With Challenger VTS, you are clear to proceed. Inbound traffic, the Red Eagle approaching northwest at Leeboy. And the Regis 7 just approaching Lanes Lake, sir.
All right, copy. Thank you, sir.
With Star VTS, copy. Your colleague with Challenger about to leave 40 berth, press 6. Red Eagle VTS.
BTS, Red Eagle, go ahead, Ray.
I'll take this as your call with Challenger from 40 berth, pointing the right way, underway shortly for SO6.
That's received. Thanks, Ray.
You're clear to proceed if it's safe to do so. I'll take that as your call.
Thank you.
VTS Red Jet 7 approaching height line, permission to carry on with speeds.
Roger 7 BTS, with Challenger from 40 berth and away shortly. For the proceed if it's safe to do so, dock kid is 3.54.
Southampton VTS there with Challenger. I am on the way.
With Challenger BTS received. Arcadia, we just, yes, please, if that's okay. All receive and thank you, sir.
Southampton VTS with Challenger, Western Self out.
Which Challenger we just received? Question from SO number 6. What is your next planned move?
Yeah, according my schedule, I have some Ventura tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock. At 106, Beth.
Which Challenger receive? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
RVGS, good evening. Received the container car Thornbrush passing North Sturbridge Buoy as to speak, disembarking Southampton pilot.
Red Jet 6, full copy, thank you. Arcadia's cow shot turn outward bound, and she is clear channel. That's all. Thank you, and for the Queen. It's the back. Yes, that's all copy. Just call me. Boy.
VTS, Red Jet 7, shortly away from Town Quay.
Red Jet 7, yes, we'll receive, thank you, the Wick Challenger. She's deemed outward bound for SO6. Got the Queen Mary 2 just past SO now, outward bound clear channel, and Arcadia on shot turn.
That's all copy, thanks.
VTS Spargate, afternoon, that's us leaving 203, going down for the Kiel Express.
Afternoon to you. Thank you.
BTS, Queen Mary 2 at the hook, out to the east main channel.
Queen Mary 2, BTS, CP2 again, that's what we see. BTS. Which is like now or excellent. BTS. Thank you, BTS. That's all received.
VTS, Mercurius, that's us away from 203 for the Kiel Express sailing.
Mercurius, evening.
Yep, evening. Cheers, Chris.
Southampton VTS, Kiel Express.
VTS, evening.
Yeah, evening. Right, 10.5, outward bound for Hamburg. 28 on board, plus myself.
Kiel Express, that's all. Thank you.
VTS, Red Jet 6 now.
Red Jet 60, copy the kid. Thank you.